Oh, it was so stressful when I walked in the building, just looking up like, I don't want to be here. This is so scary. And I got into so I sat down at the cafe because I arrived pretty early because I had no idea how long it would take me to get here. And I sat in the cafe, had a drink. 15 minutes later, they took me up, and it was the head of the subject and Lindsay, who's one of our lecturers, and it was very nice and relaxing. They made it really nice. It was just it was less of an interview, and I found it more as like a conversation, just like talking about what I had done, which was super cool because I loved it. Because obviously I'd put so much time into it, so I was like, oh yeah, so this is pretty cool. Look at all this, and so yeah, it was just like more discussing my ideas with them rather than them like drilling me with questions.
Interview day was pretty daunting. Got there nice and early, sat down in the foyer with everyone else, and they took us around for a tour first. 2 second-year students from TTSM took us on a tour. Then the interview itself was split into 2 parts. It's about an hour interview. The first part, you pitch your set design to the panel, and they ask you questions about that, about risks and how you would stage the production. And then the second part of the interview is more about why you want to study at NIDA, and you have an opportunity to ask them questions about the degree, and it's really a nice informal process that's comfortable. I think I went in expecting it to be very scary and informal, but they're all lovely people, and it was actually an enjoyable experience.
It was scary for me. I think it was just a lot of my nerves coming out and being like, these are people that could be my potential tutors. So I thought that I had to put up a front and be like, I'm actually really more knowledgeable than I am. But once I got into the interview and they explained how it happens, and they were like really not informal about it, but they were so relaxed that kind of relaxed me as well. They were just like, okay, well, we're going to start with you talking about your project first. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. But once I started talking, and because I knew my project inside and out and I had prepared, it was easy. And I like relaxed myself, and I just explained to them as if I was on their level what I was talking about, because they had built like a really quick rapport with me, and so I felt easy with myself talking about that. And once it came to the questions, there was no judgment. I didn't feel any judgment from their side of my answers, even though it probably wasn't great or right.
It was kind of terrifying. I got in there, and then there was the 4 stage management teachers sitting across from me, so it was 1 on 4, which is terrifying, but they were all really nice and they had really good questions, really valid questions. I had a couple questions for them as well, which was good. And then after my interview, I went on a big tour all around NIDA, into the bowels of NIDA, under all the theatres, and that made me want to go to NIDA even more. The facilities here are incredible. Unlike anything that it's amazing. It's amazing, yeah.